Hey guys, it's Ash, and today I'd love to share one of my favorite new mobile games, Dark and Darker Mobile, which is currently available for a global beta test from August 1st to August 11th. Thank you to Dark and Darker Mobile and Krafton for sponsoring. From the makers of PUBG Battlegrounds and PUBG Mobile, Dark and Darker is originally a PC game, very popular game, now adapted and expanded to meet the standards of a mobile platform. It's a super fun RPG adventure game set in the dungeons of the medieval period while also combining elements of many other popular genres, including survival strategies of battle royale, escape and stealth dynamics of dungeon crawlers, and the immersive gameplay of RPGs. Make sure you guys are following Dark and Darker Mobile YouTube channel and their website so you guys don't miss out on the global launch and other major announcements. You can find the links to those in the descriptions. So as we dive in, I'd love to talk about a lot of the features I love about this game. Let's start with the fluidity of the controls, the graphics, and overall enjoyment when I first started playing. The first thing that stood out to me was just how easy the controls were. As soon as I got into my first dungeon raid, I was blown away by just how easy it was to play, and the graphics, the awesome setting, and the scenery of dungeon crawling game, and the overall depth of it all. I was just blown away by all of that. The maps are pretty big. There's so much freedom on how you can play. Sometimes when you're playing a new game, you can sometimes get overwhelmed quickly, right? But I was surprised with this game. I love the simple mobile-friendly interface. It felt very easy to quickly grasp the controls and strategies. So yeah, no joke. Within just about an hour of play, I would say, I felt like I really understood the game. I felt like a pro. But at the same time, there's so much depth and strategies to master that you're never going to get bored. And that's exciting because you have so much to learn, and it can get pretty addictive quickly, guys. Another thing I love about this game that I must talk about is the setting, guys. As you can see, it's a pretty dark and shadowy game with lots of candles and torches. And I love the uniqueness of this style, which makes it really easy on your eyes to play. If you guys ever wondered about playing Battle Royale game in a dark mode, this is probably the perfect game for you. When you first start your adventure, you get to choose among 6 different classes, all of which have various abilities, equipment, and skills. You get to choose between fighter, cleric, ranger, rogue, barbarian, and the wizard. The fighter is equipped with a sword and shield. If you're interested in a class with a great balance that's both great at attacking and defending, then go with this class. My favorite fighter skill is Sprint, which gives you a significant speed boost to run faster for 6 seconds. Then we have the Cleric, yielding a mace as his weapon. For those of you who are more of a team player, preferring to play support role, the Cleric is an amazing class for that. I love the protection skill, which gives you and your teammate a barrier shield for 10 seconds. And then we have the Ranger, who's another one of my favorite classes, utilizing a bow and crossbow as her weapons. I love her multi-shot skill, which does a ton of damage with multiple arrows at the same time. And for those who love a stealthy playstyle, the Rogue class is great for that. For your main weapon, you have a dagger and a throwing knife. I love the stealth skill, which allows you to stay hidden for 20 seconds. That's really cool and pretty powerful skill to have. If you love an aggressive style of play, the Barbarian class is awesome for that. You get to yield a 2-handed axe and a polearm as your weapons. I love the Whirlwind skill, which you can swing your axe around for 7 times for some crazy aggro play. And then finally, we have the Wizard class, who utilizes magic and powerful spells. I love the Lightning Spear skill, guys, which is one of the coolest skills in the game, dealing massive damage over time and electrifying your enemies. Personally, I went with the Fighter class, but if you're having a hard time deciding on which to choose, you can try them all out, and you can even play and save your adventure with other classes in up to 5 slots, guys. There are 2 main game modes. One is the normal solo player mode in the Goblin Caves, where you can play as a single player by yourself. And then we have the TPP party mode, where you can play with a team. Now, depending on how powerful your equipment is, you'll be given an equipment score to see if you're eligible to play in the harder regions. Currently, my equipment score is 280, so I can play in the hard mode in the Goblin Caves. Harder regions will give you better rewards. Well, I'm going to head into the hard mode dungeons here in the Goblin Caves and try to get as much loot as I can. Hope you guys enjoy the game as much as I do. Get hyped for the global launch, and I'll see you guys again soon.